Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for Monday, April 2nd, 2018. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Hopefully you had a fantastic holiday weekend. Remember, quick reminder, I will be hosting a monthly market outlook this afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. We will be doing a stock picking session. I'll be looking for stock candidates, also talking futures as well. So please be sure to join me. Everybody is welcome. You'll see the link at join.me/pivotboss. All right, let's take a look here at the ES. Right now, what you see is a fairly narrow range, both for the day and over the last week of trading. You can see right here that right now we have 13 points of range. Basically, that's not a whole lot of range. Very, very small compared to averaging about 53 points right here. You can see, so that's 24% of ADR. So overall, very quiet start to the overnight trade, pre-market trade. We do have a current downtrending price action here over the last 3 weeks. That tends to suggest that any early bounce this week or even this month could be seen as selling pressure for a continuation to the lower edge of the range, which would be 25.29. Overall, this larger range, key range, continues to be in play, and so if this thing were to drop even below that range, say into 24.80, 24.75, that could provide a good trap for a shot at returning price back to 27.03, maybe back into 2800. So right now, downtrending price action below 27.70 suggests more downtrending price behavior toward 25.29, perhaps even as low as 24.75 over the course of the next week or so. That could provide some nice bounce action over here. So we'll keep an eye on that to start the early part of the week and month. Let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll also see right now that we have a downtrending price action in the NQ. Price went offered away from the FOMC key level at 69.17 quarter. Never really came back for a retest, almost did, and instead failed new high, led to more weakness. So again, this one could be headed to the lower edge of its range. That's at about 62.70 or so right there. You also see there's a FOMC key level at 62.38 that's been in play from November. Every time price gets back to that level, it's been an opportunity to defend. So again, we could be looking at short-term downtrending price action to start the week and the month. And if we drop below this key range low into this LVN here, again, that could provide the best opportunity for bulls to absorb, reject, and then return back towards 66.53 and perhaps as high as 7K. So right now we're looking at downtrending price action overall. This is going to be the major pivot though, 66.53.75. You can see Friday it was basically the high and resistance. If price were to rally into or beyond that area and fail to hold, so 67 and reject, that could offer the best opportunity to sell it into the lower edge of the range. So that's a little to get started here with the NQ for the week and the month. Here's a look at crude oil. Right now crude oil is at the top of its key range. Very clear key range that is formed at the highs of the recent price trend. You can see right here, there's the boundaries, there's the midpoint. And so recently here we formed a little range here before dropping. Right now we're in the same price zone, 63.75 up to 66.29. That's the zone. What I mentioned here before is we got an upside break out of this part right here. Very nice upside push. Price needs to continue to push through this recent high to start driving this thing. And if that begins to happen, we got two big targets up above, 70 and 74.50 are the next major upside targets. So 70.41 and then 74.52 would be the next major upside targets. However, what I'm looking for right now is to see if we get any rejection in this zone. If price pops up here and starts to form a lower high like it did this last time, that could be a sign that we're headed right back to the middle of the range at 62.18 and perhaps even again down toward the lower portion of the range. This range is still intact, so again, if we do pull back toward any portion of this lower portion of the range, that could be a great opportunity to buy it back up within the trading range. So we'll keep an eye on this range right now for crude oil, still inside the narrow range, and again, once we get expansion from that narrow range, it could be a decent move. Let's take a look here at gold. You can see gold has formed a very clear trading range, very precise edges here. 62.40 on the lower edge. You got 1306.60 down here. Very clean edges back and forth. Recently, we saw a 2-day move down back toward 1330. Little hold right here. We could continue to jiggle back and forth in this area for a little bit before continuing on to the downward side of the range there. And again, if we do get down to this lower portion, it's a good opportunity to look to trap and return it back up. That's the game right now, fading the edges until proven otherwise. I do think that this trading range is rather mature, and we could be due for expansion rather soon. But again, until we see that, the opportunities are going to be at the edges to fade. Let's take a look lastly at XBT. This is Bitcoin, showing no signs of real strength for the most part, continuing to drift lower. We knew that 9K was going to be a major pivot in the charts, and if it could not get back above it. See, this rejection right here was supposed to lead to more strength, but instead got a failed new high there. That led to more weakness. Then price tried to get back above 9K and couldn't go, and that led to another move down. So again, this thing continues to push lower. You can see every metric is downward trending or lower. So any balance could still be a selling opportunity as this thing tries to find a low. So still downward trending price action until proven otherwise. Alright, that's it for now. Remember, I am hosting a monthly market outlook this afternoon. We'll be doing a stock picking session. We'll be focusing on finding high probabilities with PIMA, pivot-based exponential moving averages, as I use them. So it should be a great session here to find some good candidates and get us started for the month of April. Everybody take care, trade well, and I'll see you soon.